Hello everybody, Nick here. Now, if you had been watching some of my Universals videos, you would know that I had joined the Big Finish bandwagon last year, so to speak. And for my birthday, I got £100, and I used some of that with a Doctor Who magazine issue 339 deluxe edition Big Finish offer to get the Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventure. So this is an unboxing. I've just had a quick look inside. I've cut a bit into the two ends on the fragile, and opens the receipt up. Put that to the side so that you can't see it, but receipt's gone, and I have had a quick look inside. It is definitely the Sixth Doctor Last Adventure. So, and that was actually their quickest delivery, because I bought it on the Saturday, I believe. Yeah, I got it on this. I downloaded it on the Saturday. It was a CD and download. Because CD if you get the CD from the website, you can get the download for free. So yeah, so I've got the CD. It was enough money to get that, as well as also the pre-order The Legacy of Time and box set in a bundle with The Light at the End. I haven't done that yet. Just want to wait a little bit longer, but not too long, because otherwise there won't be money to get pre-order. That's probably going to be one that's going to be gone quite quick. As soon as it comes into stock, as soon as it comes out, it's probably going to be gone due to all the pre-orders. But anyway, here we go. The Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventure. Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor's canonical final adventure, unless you go for that book Time Spiral or something. And also the latest issue of Vortex magazine, which is Big Finish's magazine. I think that's all. Yep, that's everything. So that's really cool. Now if I just stand it up. Tell you what. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to see if I can get a knife to open it. Okay. That was easy. Yeah. I'm in the kitchen, so it's not so difficult. Anyway, let's see. Last Adventure. So I'll put the rubbish over on the side for a minute. And the limited edition box set, and this is the only release that you can't get a standard release for, because Light at the End you can get a standard release and the limited edition. 10th Doctor releases, well, Series 1 certainly have now got the standard one. I think Series 2 and 3 are currently only the limited editions, actually, but maybe they'll have the standard ones released later down the line. And there's two limited editions featuring two novel adaptations each for limited set. Two Fourth Doctor ones and a Fourth Doctor and a Seventh Doctor one. I've got the standard one of the Seventh Doctor one, which is the with damaged goods. But they've got the two limited edition of that with another Fourth Doctor story and two other Fourth Doctor stories in two limited editions of that. And I think that's about it. But besides currently the 10th Doctor Adventures 2 and 3, this is the current only one that you can only get in a limited edition rather than standard. Whilst 10th Doctor Series 1, you can get standard as well as limited, although the limited edition might not be in print anymore. That might be the reason why they got the standard ones as well. The novel adaptations, the 3 of the Fourth Doctor and Damaged Goods, and of course the Light at the End. Hopefully I'll get that limited edition in that bundle I mentioned earlier, but I haven't purchased it yet. But I will get it with the remaining birthday money that I used with this one, minus a penny or two. So yeah, this looks really great. The cover with Dr. Six, Colin Baker, and the Valiard. Of course, Adventures story number 1 features, because it's got a companion for each of the story, mainly the audio companions, Constance and Flip. I'm not sure which one's which. I think that might be Constance, but that's Constance and that Flip, but it could be the other way around. I know that's certainly Charlie Pollard, because I've been listening to the 8th Doctor Adventures, and she's very recognisable, both in audio and on the cover, and of course Jaeger and Lightfoot. If you've been watching my Doctor Who reviews on the Retro channel, the Talent of Wang Chang reviews gone out. They're 2 characters from that got their own adventure. And of course, Mel over there, who has to be in this because she's in Time in the Rani, which is the on-screen regeneration story of the 6th Doctor. So she has to be in the last, and she's in the last story of this, and that's how it has to be, because that's how it was with, she was in Time in the Rani, therefore she has to be in the last story, which is The Brink of Death. Constance is in The End of the Line. Charlotte or Charlie in the Red House, and Stage Fright has Flip with Jaeger and Lightfoot. And the Valiard is in all of them, or at least might only have a cameo in End of the Line, but he's certainly in the other 3, especially the last one. Ooh, limited edition, 7,787 out of 10,000. And yeah, it looks really good. There's also there's 4 discs, so it's 1 for each story plus a bonus disc in this sort of book thing. And it looks, oh, that looks really good. Ooh, nice. Disc 1 here. Now, one thing I am a bit worried about, these book things that I did notice was Series 7 Blu-ray that when I was looking it up before I actually got it, and camera needs a better position. One thing I was worried about is getting them out of the slot, because it can damage the disc, technically. Okay, here we go. Disc 1, The End of the Line. Actually, yeah, Miranda Raisin. I think she is Constance. Okay. I think she was also in as another character in Daleks Manhattan Evolution of the Daleks as Tululu, I believe. And then you've got Disc 2, The Red House. The artwork is the same, which is kind of expectant for... I've kind of gotten used to that with the big finishes I haven't got many, but a few. Mostly older releases, because they're cheaper. Ooh, so a nice little booklet here. Some information. So, okay, so they actually do have stuff about... Oh, sorry about that. I'll go back to the start of this. They do have some information about the making of the audio. By the looks of it, we'll have to read this at a later point, but it's great. Nice pictures. Yeah, that is Constance. I was right. So you don't have to tell me I was wrong, because I was not wrong. Red House with Charlie. Stage Fright with Jaeger and Lightfoot, plus Flip, who doesn't have a picture. Here, you have to go to the cover for that. And, of course, The Brink of Death, the end of which ties in with Time in the Rani and has a cameo from Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor. And some cast photos. Across a couple of spreads. I think they have only done the stories with audio companions besides the last one, because it needs Mel in that one. Although Mel is in the audios, but what I meant is the other 3 only featured the originally created or companions for the audio. So no Perry, for example, and they don't have any from the expanded media like Frobisher. I think Maggie Stables must have passed away by this point, because there's no Evelyn either. So, but if she hadn't, then that might have been a good story to have. And you could have done more than 4 stories if you wanted more companions, or double some up like Perry and Frobisher, for example. But I guess they only wanted 4 stories, and they needed Mel in the last one, so they could, and they probably used for the other 3 for the other stories. Okay, so that's cast and production and cast list, and some nice artwork here. It's really great. And that's the official poster artwork, which we can see, more or less see on the front cover of both the box and the book itself, minus text. And so we get disc 3. Stage Fright. sorry, Colin Baker. Stage Fright, again, it's the exact same disc artwork. It's alright, actually. It's a nice artwork. I'm not going to complain about it as much as, say, the Series 11 release. Oh, hello, disc 4 has got different artwork. Ah, nice. Okay, disc 4, now, it makes sense because disc 4 is the final story. It's the regeneration. So he's regenerating into Sylvester McCoy. So, yeah, and McCoy's even credited on that disc. And then disc 5 has the behind the scenes. I'm wondering if in other because they have, yeah, because certainly they've had discs looking exactly the same in other releases, but I'm wondering if some other box sets they might change it up sometimes. Disc 5 has the cover artwork. I'm wondering maybe they should have done different artwork for each disc, perhaps, to make it look really nice. Maybe the Sixth Doctor in different costumes, maybe he has a companion on the side, maybe there's a different expression, maybe you could have one of, maybe that face up there on one of the discs. Just something to change it up a little bit. But regardless, this is a great book, and I really look forward to hearing these either on my download version or on the CDs, or both maybe, because it's really great. It's mainly here for collection purposes, but it looks really great. It might even be deserving of a listen on the discs at some point. So yeah, that's basically it. I think they're all hourly adventures. Yeah, about 300 minutes approximate. That's 5 hours, so that's an hour per story plus an hour for extras, roughly. So yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you for watching this unboxing of the Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventure. And I shall see you guys for another video in the future. Take care now. Remember, 6E is done better at Big Finish, but he still had a couple of good Doctor Who stories on script. Remember, 6E is better in Big Finish. I'm cutting this bit. I'm cutting this last little bit. Here we go.